At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather. In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adel. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
Same. This has me even more pumped than all the way back when I first left my hometown. It's been a wild ride since then, but that doesn't make me any less grateful to you. I can hardly remember the last time I felt this chipper.
Adel! Dogi! So this is where you two were.
Get along, little Dogi.
My, I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a vessel this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on Ys. Dr. Flair here's even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Celcetan flower.
Celcetan flower? That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up-and-go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario is all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Celceta for a long while yet. Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the ride for now, don't you think?
I'm on it! 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 can't go through here.
Ah, a passenger. Having a pleasant voyage, I hope? You appear to be a seasoned traveler for a boy your age. Is that right? My apologies for presuming, then. If this is your first time in the area, you won't want to miss the extraordinary sights we have coming up shortly.
This is something that I don't understand. I don't even remember the last time that there has ever been any type of voice for Adol for any of these games. Not that I ever recall. And if I have, it's only been really short excerpts, like what we ended up hearing earlier, or in battle. So it's like, why in the world don't you have him speak every single time there's another voice character speaking? Give him his voice. I don't understand that. I can understand choosing the selections of what you want him to say, but he's not saying it. It's just like he's a mute. Like he's going to use sign language or something to get his point across. After he just said something earlier. It just doesn't make any sense. And if anything, if it has to do with money when it comes to voice actors, well, if there's anybody who I want to actually be voiced, it's going to be the main character that I'm playing as. If anybody. So, I don't get it.
Is that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
Attention all passengers. I am your captain, Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the Adamas today. If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its sprawling archipelago. This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Celceta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands. Understood. Let's make haste.
My word! What a magnificent sight!
Obelia Gulf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. That reminds me, Adol. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? Is there any chance this might be... Whoa! A little close for comfort, don't you think? How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like this? Hey, Adol.
Men, prepare to hunt. Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our god! Huh?
It can't be!
Pirates!
So he did hire mercenaries.
Shield wall! Charge! Stay behind us, Doc.
All right. Thank you.
Oh? You another one of them mercs? Bit on the puny side, ain't he? Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella?
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth our time.
else do you think? Everybody's got to make a living one way or another.
Enough chit-chat. Let's make this quick.
Damn it all! Rotten punk! You're in for it now!
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really? Fine then. I'll take care of him myself. Done saying your prayers? You're pretty settled.
Oh, here it comes.
Whole lot of fuss for one small fry. Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid!
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
So those are pirates. This is my first time encountering them in the flesh.
Oh boy, we're in a real jam now. Ugh.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment! This is the last time, I swear! Whatever you do, just let me live!
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the time being.
Yeah, who'd have guessed the Adamas was cruising through these waters illegally? Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that. But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates...
Like Normans, you mean?
Normans, you say?
They are lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea. Raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None of it is beneath a Norman. And the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman Imperial control.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
Aqua Team.
Hey, did you
Sea
hear
Force.
about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
Won't argue with that. Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy. Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Karnak, of all places?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships. It does have its charms, yes. The bevy of islands we saw from the ship, for instance, were absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to
We're
the
gonna
view
explore
that
them
it often
all.
slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they? Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
It wouldn't be an easy game if it wasn't.
Is that your reason for traveling, maybe? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectations, but... let's see... Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now? Do share.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adel? This do anything for you? That's the spirit. We got plenty of time to kill, so what the hey?
Hold on a moment. It really is just a story.
Oh, what's the harm? Let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about. Heck, back when I was their age, I...
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me? Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
Brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop. And I'd do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the happier Rosalind gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The three of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right? If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know. Of course! Always happy to be of service. Well, I'd better get back to work. Relax and unwind as long as you need.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
By the way, Adel, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're sticking around. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself would be a welcome addition. And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits, I believe.
No joke? That's great! Thanks for the tip!
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off. All right, you two. This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well, seeing as we're extending our stay.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adel, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me. Seek me.
Adel?
Yeah.
You good? A voice? I didn't hear anything. You sure it wasn't just your imagination?
There's no shortage of noises out here. Perhaps you mistook one for somebody speaking to you.
Anyway, back to what I was
Oh, it was
saying.
in my head, bro.
It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh? Catch you both later then.
Catch you later, Tater. Yeah. Good looks, brother. Hey, Dash, how you doing? Welcome. And there it is. It's telling me to dash. Dash, you popped up as soon as it gave me the tutorial for dashing. That's funny.
I've got to say, the quality of these Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch.
Nani?
Simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispania may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
Nani indeed.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire? Is he...
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman.
Couldn't tell if that was a man or a woman for a second.
That being a tradesman suits me
Can never
far
tell
better
nowadays
than
in
waving
games.
an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners.
Yeah, the voices.
Their expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
Cue up Randy
I'm
Orton's
flattered to
theme
hear
song.
you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report.
10 days until this finally releases. I'm so excited for it. No, it's not. It's based, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's the E series. It's an action RPG series that's been around since the late 80s, I think, early 90s. Yeah, good time to drop a demo, huh? Yep, it'll be out in 10 days. Oh, okay, I see. The map all pops up as I'm traversing it. Well, I just started it about 30 minutes ago. I've pretty much just been going through story setup because it's doing like the beginning of the game, and I'm pretty sure you can use your save data to transfer over to the full version. And I got into a very brief scrap battle, very brief battle at the beginning, so I'm just kind of exploring around right now before I can get to whatever it is I need to in the demo. I'm not really sure all of what it consists of, because obviously there's exploring, and then there's battles, and there's sea battles, so... Yeah, let's talk to the cat. Can't forget that. Gotta talk to the cats. That's a rule in JRPGs. Even though I'm not a cat fan. More of a dog guy. Yeah, I appreciate the simple art styles of the E series.
You there, with the red hair.
It's not super over the top, friggin' realistic and all that mess.
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
You know, just like how it is with some some of these graphics that, you know, it's like, oh, super ultra realistic graphics that come out, and then like a few years later or a couple years later, they're just nothing. There's more super ultra realistic graphics that come out. I like really stylized things, and the E series has always been that way.
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that.
Plus, it also ends up saving on hard drive space as well.
We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
Honestly, who do those Malta hooligans think they are, wreaking havoc left, right, and center? They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf, and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle.
Because ships that do pay the toll get escorted to safety by the Balta Sea Force themselves. In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now, so we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every
Anything
once
for
in a
you,
while.
man.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that's what he signed up for when
Exactly.
he took on the job. Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
Indubitably. These series always had really good music too. Yeah, one at a time. I've only got so much in me. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I'm not sure if the music is too loud on your end or not, if you can hear what I'm saying, so just let me know if it is. Because I had to adjust the sound effects and the voice. It was like blasting in my ears, so I had to turn them down. Enjoy the unemployed life for a bit. Okay, that's good then. Because I would definitely end up turning it down if I needed to. Okay, that ship doesn't look the same size as the one that we came in on, although I'm not sure if it's the same one we came in on or not. Nah, I just I was turning my volume down on my headset until I finally, bless me, until I finally turned it down in the game itself, because I knew if it was bothering me, it would probably bother other people, me trying to talk and whatnot. Nope. I'm honestly not sure how long it'll go for. I really don't know. I really do like, because I saw a preview of this, I really do like how when you're finished talking to somebody, the little blue icon will go gray. That way you know not to talk to them again. So that really does help out. So you feeling like you have to run around and talk to everyone like it is in some JRPGs, which I actually stopped doing that. If it doesn't seem like it's really pressing, then I don't bother to talk to everyone in JRPGs anymore.
Can't go through here.
Yeah, that's true. We're not going to be going through there just yet. I'm looking for pretty shells. You want to help, mister? No, I do not. I wonder if there's like a trophy in the full version of you talking to like everybody in the game. But I want to get a lay of the land, a lower dump, if you will, to all of what's happening.
Oh, you got a job for us? Huh?
Huh?
Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for the militia, right? Never seen you around before, but I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you? Adel, huh?
He'll introduce himself.
Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist. We could really use a guy like you. Wait, what's with the long face? Ugh. Is that a deal breaker? It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears.
Yeah, might as well. You can't progress
You
it
mean
up.
it? I knew I liked you for a reason. The only problem is, our commander and the others are out at the moment. They should be here to...
Well, see, that's one of the issues that I got. I ended up saying something recently. Nobody was in the chat, but I wanted to say it for the video. Like, in some of the other Ys games, I can't really remember if he ended up having any speaking parts, but if he did, they were just few and far between. He mainly would say, like, stuff during battle, like, oh, I'm going to get you, or ha, or here, ha, you know, kind of like Link does in the Legend of Zelda series. But like in this one, he only said one line at the beginning of the game, and from somebody who showed me a preview of the game, ended up saying there's like only a few times he had experienced Adol actually saying something. Other than that, it's just like he just moves his mouth, or like he's using sign language or something whenever you choose a dialogue choice for him to say something. And see, the thing that gets to me is I can understand if it's like budgetary reasons as to why you don't want voice actors, but if there's anybody that you want to actually be voiced, it should be the main character that you're playing as. That should be first and foremost. So I don't get it, you know.
So feel free to swing by again around noon. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends. Calling all youths. A career in the Karnak militia awaits you.
Bro, excuse me.
Seek me.
There she is again.
This way.
What, here? There? What?
Seek me. Right here.
I have no idea.
Find me.
But she sounded like she's wanting it. I'm just kidding. What is that? Is she stuck in a seashell? What the heck is this? There's a crab talking to me or something? Something in the conch shell. Do. That classic ease sound. That don't sound too friendly. Oh, it's these types of beasts that you try to kill, but they don't die. That's what I heard in the preview anyways. That was fast. I'm playing on the easiest mode, so... Yeah! Yeah, they come right back again. From what I heard in the preview, so... For whatever reason that is. Yep. Magically healed. Magically healed. Well, just to start with.
Can you hear me? They stole you mana. Enough power. Defeat.
Alright. Oh, finally got some skills. Or access to skills. Yep, kind of like the way that it was. Kind of like the way that it was now. Okay. So we gotta use skills to be able to take them out, or at least that's what it shows. Who are you?
I'm sorry. I don't... any details. My name... Leela. Who... are you? Adol. Search... island. Come... find... help. I have been by
the... She's kind of bad. Hello? This is Dog? Doji and Dr. Flair. Dr. Ric Flair, woo!
So the shell spoke to you. How very curious. As for this mana you mentioned, Can we assume it's some form of magic?
Yep, that's what mana stands for in that.
Of course it
Oh, I
is.
accidentally
You
pressed
only
that.
just got it a little while ago.
Duh.
The wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Sea Force, Mana, Undead Wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier, either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means.
Our newest adventure begins. Yep, so Seta will have to wait. Yeah, this is like supposed to be the second game in the Ys series. They jump around a lot. Seta, I guess, was like supposed to be the third one, which I played through Seta. That's a great one.
Here I always thought adventure was something you had to seek out. But whenever you're around, Adel, it seems to find us instead. Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adel.
Ding, ding, dong. Dee dee da dee 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 dee. That's what it looked like. I think I'll go check it out. It was suspicious. As you're playing Postmaster, that's not tough, as I say.
can't go through here.
Not yet, anyways. I shall return in a few minutes.
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to explain. Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday. So you do know of it. I won't hold back this time. You see? Power of mana. How'd you get your hands on it? You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much.
Hey man, how you doing?
Leela? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it. Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man. And just why should I tell a louse like you? Blood and thunder. Grieger. You fought one just yesterday, didn't you? Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again, wounds fully healed. Mana is the only thing that can slay him for good. Well, aren't we popular? What was that just now? What in hell did you just do to us? At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. So long.
Well, that's good, man. At least you had moved on. That's good. You don't need to wait around for a woman. Move on to the next one.
And what would I gain by answering them? I'm a Norman, a pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf. Son of a... Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time? Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. Stuck tight! Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that?
Oh, I got you, man. They're stuck together by magical handcuffs. That's hilarious. So they can go too far apart with one another. Excuse me.
No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. Hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point. He knows more about Mana than I do. Whether he'll actually hear us out is a separate matter. What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist. Watch it. If anyone should be complaining, it's me. My name's Karja. Karja Balta. Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea Force.
You get smart with me, I'm gonna get smart with you, girl.
I thought you'd already realized. Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Sea Force's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind.
Got some Monet. Hey,
Don't stray too far. Taking enough tumbles for my liking.
Oh, you better keep up then. Shut your face. Ugh. Is this your nickname? Wait a minute now.
Huh? Isn't the...
Man, I didn't hear that part. Wait a minute now. Man, how do I keep missing that? Finish talking to him. She just started hitting on me. Yeah, we just better lock the head off yours. Oh yeah, you'll be getting the details.
Hey, princess. Back already? Who's your +1?
Is Gunnar in? I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him for you.
Not every day you see the princess bring in someone from the straight and narrow. You her little boy toy now, or what?
I am not Shawn Michaels. You know it.
Wait, for real? Didn't realize you were her type. Actually, now that I think about it, Wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas also?
Hey, what are you whispering to him about?
Just making small talk.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Renar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit calling me that?
Oh? Who might this boy be?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look into.
Request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger on the Adamas. I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair of mystical shackles. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate from the former.
That better not be a smirk I see.
Not at all. This isn't humorous in the least. It is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can make the final call here. Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow? And just what am I supposed to do until then?
With all due respect, Princess, I must ask that you spend the remainder of your day here in Karnak.
What? But why?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain perspective. What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live and think? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be considered.
Fair.
Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly misconstrued.
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous affair on your part. We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the Thingstead.
All right already. I get the message.
The Thingstead? What a name
My
for a
apologies
place.
for giving you a fright on the Adamas.
Wow.
I am Gunnar, War Chief of the Baltus Sea Force.
I'm Gunnar. I frightened me to describe it.
I can imagine, especially if that was your first encounter with our people. No doubt you have many thoughts on this subject, but collaboration is a must if you want any hope of resolving this. We Normans have our ways, some of which may run counter to your own. Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to set you two free. Good.
The tribal
I appreciate the understanding. I will notify you as soon as the Jarl returns, Princess. Until then, travel with Adol and mind what he says.
Don't you have that backwards, Gunnar? Why are you so trusting of him anyway?
But you feel the need to ask is all the more reason to make use of this opportunity. The boy is, if nothing else, accustomed to travel. I expect he will be very accommodating. I had best return to my duties. Take care. I leave the rest to you, Adol.
Why do you even have me even select that if I don't have a choice?
So, this is the Azrad Clinic. Some of our crew's been treated here. They do a good job, as far as I can tell.
Who is it? I'll be there in just a moment. Oh, Dr. Flair. Welcome back.
Woo!
Sorry again for putting you up to that house call. It should have been my father checking in with Mr. Evelees.
Now, don't give it another thought. Actually, I stopped by to ask a rather, shall we say, convoluted favor of you, Mirabelle.
Why, of course. What is it? Would it happen to have anything to do with the local celebrity standing behind you?
Yes, she is the crux of the matter, in fact.
Well, I can certainly see why that'd be a problem. It just so happens that we've been collecting used clothing as part of our volunteer efforts. There might be something in there that'll fit you, Princess. Is something the matter?
No, it's just... You don't seem to be all that afraid of me.
Our clinic has a policy of helping all those who are sick, injured, or otherwise in need. That goes for everyone, be they a Roman, a Spaniard, or Norman. And besides, in your case, I would be more than happy to help. Give me just a moment, please. There we are. Alrighty, step right in.
I still don't see the problem with what I'm in now.
I'm Adol. I don't have a voice, except for when it's convenient for me.
This goes on the outside. You just put it on, like so.
Hold it! I am a Norman warrior. How am I meant to keep an even keel in that flimsy getup?
There's no need for that. Mirabelle can handle this just fine. Let's wait and see how things turn out.
You may be right that these clothes aren't as sturdy in comparison. But, odd as it sounds, the right apparel at the right time and place can hold more power than you realize. Much like your mana, in fact.
Huh?
Clothing that suits the occasion can do wonders for your courage and confidence. For example, donning this nurse uniform fills me with pride and peace of mind. The outfit you're currently in has a similar effect on you, doesn't it, Princess? You've been told to spend the entirety of today here in Karnak. I'm positive the memories these garments hold will give you the strength to do just that. What one wears during life's biggest moments can serve as a memory in and of itself.
So that's how you people see it. Fine then. One change of clothes won't kill me. Your words won me over. Even if that bit about memories went over my head.
I knew you'd come around.
See? What did I say? Frankly, she may be a great deal more affable than we or the townspeople give her credit for. As for Mirabelle, I hear she has a knack for getting all the children to drink their medicine, no matter how bitter.
Dun, da, da, da. The time has come for the grand reveal. From fearsome pirate princess to cute as a button, I present to you, Karja!
Cute as a button. Yep, she's cute as a button.
You call this cute? Drafty, more like.
I can see your whole face.
Huh? Oh, right. Apparently my helmet didn't fit the ensemble. Actually, now that I'm wearing it, this is a lot more mobility than I thought it would.
Consider me astounded. You're a miracle worker, Mirabelle.
Not even I thought it would go this well.
On that note, it's nearly time for you two to meet with the militia, isn't it? You should probably be on your way, Adol.
Excuse me. Yeah, they definitely ain't gonna be any in the demo for sure. So
The sea breeze feels better than ever. Wonder if that's thanks to this getup. Still needs some breaking in. It's not half bad. Don't think that means I'm giddy about it, though. If I catch you leering, you're dead.
I'm definitely gonna leer. I'm gonna leer like no tomorrow.
Why's the militia all gathered up like that? Well, just hurry up and finish whatever it is you need to do.
And you're absolutely sure they were dead?
No doubt about it, sir. We dealt the fatal blows ourselves. It all happened so quickly. We looked away for only a second when...
Metal! You showed up just like you said you would. Wait, who's the girl?
A partner in arms.
Oh yeah? Does that mean she's gonna be joining the militia too?
Huh? Why would I ever do that?
So, no, huh? Anyway, thanks for making the trip over and all, but we're actually pretty swamped at the moment. Yeah, it's almost too weird to be true. Some pedestrians were attacked by a pack of wolves on the highway outside town this morning. Our guys from the militia made sure to stamp them out for good. But the minute they took their eyes off the bodies, the whole bunch of them disappeared.
Maybe a bear came by and snatched up its next few meals?
Whisking that many dead wolves away in the few moments no one was looking? Sounds kind of far-fetched. The most likely answer is that they were never actually finished off. But I don't know.
Isn't that man...
So it's possible these wolves escaped with their injuries and are still lurking along the road. Yet despite that, the blockade was lifted, allowing several civilians to exit onto the highway. Do I have that correct, Commander Gulliver?
That's about the long and short of it, yeah. But no matter how you spin it, there's just too much about this case that doesn't add up.
That's unusually glib coming from you. I understand the desire to stick up for your men, but remember whose shoulders the blame falls on should the worst occur. Now get moving. There are travelers on that highway who need protecting, our citizens included.
Hey! I've just about had it with your selective hearing!
Hmm?
Commander Gulliver and the rest of the militia made every effort to kill those wolves and keep the roads blocked. But there's only so much we can do when we're constantly understaffed. The whole squad's exhausted. Each of us barely gets any time off. And it's all because you caved into the Normans and slashed our budget!
That's enough, Gren.
But, Commander!
The mayor's right. Keeping the people safe is what matters most right now. We're in a race against time. I'm going to need every able-bodied member on deck.
Yes, sir!
My men and I will move out straight away, Mayor Clement. We'll report back as soon as we can.
See that you do.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Sorry, Adel. Duty's calling. If you're still interested in signing up, drop by again after things cool down a bit. Will do. Catch you later.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Probably not. Don't tell me you're bent on helping. Have it your way.
So the militia headed for the Hagen Highway, huh?
We can get there by circling back past the clinic. You
The
want to follow
Haagen-Dazs
them, then
Highway.
hurry it up.
Well, we can finally get into the game proper on this demo. It took an hour and a half, or almost an hour and a half, to get this rolling. Yeah. Yeah.
Should be a good spot to rest. Stronger the better.
Yeah. Let's see how that is. No.
I don't believe it. Every time we knock one down, it just gets back up again. Commander, what the hell are we dealing with here?
Couldn't tell you. But I've got a pretty good idea of why all that carrion went missing now.
Damn it all! Adol?
No! You need to fall back! Now! These things can't be...
No way!
What in the world is going on here?
You were saying?
Mana, you say? I did hear that a handful of Normans had mysterious powers at their disposal.
And you're saying that seashell there gave you the ability to use them?
That's ridiculous! You can't expect us to actually believe this!
And knee slide! God Almighty, Leela Almighty, Adol Almighty! I beseech thee, grant me thy strength! Ah, crap. No dice, huh?
Good grief.
Not a speck
Pathetic.
of shame in this one.
Well, Commander, now that we know the whole story, let's ask Adol and his lady friend to save the townsfolk in our place.
What?
Come off it, Gren. These two aren't part of the militia. Heck, they're practically still kids.
The mayor chewed us out enough when you first joined up. Imagine how he'd react to this.
Well, I'm not hearing any other bright ideas. We already know we can't take down those wolves ourselves. And there's more where they came from. What about all the people still out on the highway?
Well...
Besides, Commander, Adol here's the guy I told you about yesterday. The one who wanted to sign up with us.
Is that right? Yeah. It's Adol and Karja, right? Hate to put you out, but we're gonna need you to rescue the townsfolk in our place.
Far above. If you're that set on this, then let's make it quick.
Oh, right. Take this with you. Let me know if you run out, and I'll top you off. Try not to get too in over your heads. We'll come back you up once we're finished tending to the wounded. Best of luck to you.
Form up!
Found some already.
What's the big idea? Blocking the road. Don't you have any idea how vital today's negotiations are?
You do realize that they don't understand human speech, right, Dad? Anyway, I'm more worried about whether the others managed to get away safely. I can't put my finger on it, but something about these wolves gives me a bad feeling.
Hard to imagine feeling good about a wild animal attack, son! Anyone, man or beast, who gets in the way of our business is evil incarnate from head to toe. Once the militia gets here, I'll have these mutts turned into fur coats and sold for a profit.
There we go.
Who are you two?
Oh, folks from the militia. A bit on the young side, but I won't complain. How's that? Whoa!
Incredible. Looks like I was right to think those wolves were out of the ordinary.
So much for those fur coats.
Priorities, Dad?
Sure. Good call. How would you two like a job escorting us to our destination? I'm Romes of Carpent Trading, by the way.
Romes Carpent. You're that big money merchant from Karnak.
Well, what do you say? I can pay double the militia's rates if you get me to my business meeting on time. Oh, for crying out loud! Cruz, you're about their age, give or take. Talk some sense into them.
No can do, Dad.
Why not?
Because those wolves just now weren't the last of them. What about everybody who ran off ahead of us? Are you really so short-sighted that you'll throw away every scrap of trust the town has in you just to close a deal? Credibility is the most important commodity a merchant can have. It was you who taught me that.
Oh, way to go, me. I always did have a way with words. Oh.
Well, that settles that. You're free to go help the others. We'll make the sensible choice and return to Karnak. It's nothing special. I'm only doing what any reasonable person would.
Go time, Karja! Something's there.
That's funny.
This could be trouble. If the rumors are true, these things are immortal.
Then what are we supposed to do?
Well, the only option is to use one of us as bait. Just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not that cold-blooded. Run as soon as I give you the signal.
Wait! I never agreed to anything!
Huh?
Who are you guys? Let us take care of this. We're saved?
Wow! Way to go, you two. The name's Rafe. This little fella is Ashley. I've heard those things were unkillable. Was it that weird power of yours that did them in? That's what I thought. Except you don't look anything like a Norman. Can't say the same for her, though.
Now's not the time to start picking nits. So, what are you doing out here anyway?
I just came out to pick some wild plants and stuff.
The kid lives on his own. Apparently, he does this every so often to earn some extra money for food. He's not short on guts, at least. I'm sure Rosa or the priest would have been happy to help if he'd asked them straight up.
Oh, stuff it. I can't stand anybody from town. And that includes you, Rafe. You're the one who went on about there being a lot of beasts around these days, before inviting yourself along.
And thanks to that, you didn't walk straight into their stomachs. Would it kill you to be a little less prickly with me? I mean, you get along just fine with that little girl over at the lighthouse.
Not really. Sometimes she gives me gifts and I return the favor. That's all. I do wonder if Sasha's alright, though.
Good call. Better than waiting for more wolves to gather. Come on, Ashley. Let's get to stepping.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Come to think of it, I saw this lady in fancy clothes leave town by herself this morning. Sure hope she didn't get attacked too. Come to think... Shh.
I come out on the highway to gather wild plants all the time. So those wolves showing up really caught me off guard. I wonder if things at the lighthouse are okay.
I'm on it!
Another one. Down that way!
You impertinent brutes! Don't you come any closer! Do you even realize who you're dealing with? This can't be the end. Is there no one, anyone who will save me?
Quit screaming and hollering before you rile them up even more!
My pleas are answered. How sluggish can you be? You should have sprung to my aid the moment you spotted me.
Excuse me? You got some nerve taking an attitude with the people who bailed you out. You're real gussied up. Doesn't seem like you're from around these parts, though.
That's... What concern is that of yours, pray tell? You're right. Being ambushed by those creatures has me all of a dither. Oh, goodness. I truly am a pampered, spoiled thing, aren't I?
What in hell is she mumbling about?
My name is Millette. A traveler.
Oh, man.
Forgive my lapse in manners.
Millette, you need to go mull it over.
I have a request to
Well, you're
make
acting.
ones so capable as yourselves. You see, I am rather eager to continue down this highway to the next town over, but those peculiar wolves litter the path ahead. Might I request that you dispatch them and ensure my safe passage?
Hang on. You're not about to tell us there's even more people farther up the road, are you?
Not at all. There were no signs of anyone save for myself.
Aye. You're better off calling it quits for now, given the situation. Take the path we came here on. The local militia will be there to protect you.
It would seem there's no insisting otherwise. Very well. I shall do as you suggest.
That scream just now. I think it came from over there. Pharos Lighthouse, to be exact. Any vessel traversing these waters depends on it. I think the man who tends the place is living there with his kid.
Get away from there at once! Blast. There's no time to lose. Those girls are in danger! Who are you two?
Stay back! This won't take us long.
Go time!
Thank you for coming to my rescue. Aren't you that same lad from Rooseveri's place?
Not even a chance.
Oh, never mind that. I could really use your help right now. How can I possibly relax? The lighthouse has been overrun by beasts. And both my daughter and Rosalind are still in there.
Rosalind? That the girl whose family runs the inn?
Please, save them! I beg of you!
We'll make our way in, but whether they die or survive is up to them. Living is a choice, one those two have to make on their own. How? All I did was state the obvious. Enough talk. We probably want to hurry.
Well, ladies and gents, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. We'll leave that on the cliffhanger, but we will finish up tomorrow with the demo. There probably ain't that much more to go, but I'm going to kind of relax here a little bit before I get ready to watch wrestling. Monday Night Raw. So anyways, I do appreciate everybody coming out, checking out the live version and the archive version. Like, comment, subscribe, and share out the video, so on and so forth. And I will go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later, taters. I always got to double check with the double saves. That's how it rolls.